betrayer. But don't worry, because the good news is, si Lord niredeem na po tayo from that pain of betrayal. Pangalawa po is the blood from the crown of thorns. So this blood po, doon sa crown of thorns, ay hindi lang basta pinatong sa kanyang ulo, kundi po pinilit na inilagay sa kanyang ulo. And this blood that shed mula sa kanyang ulo was redeem us and give us peace of mind. So kung may mga alalahanin po tayo, don't worry. God has given us the peace of mind. Pangatlo po is the blood on His face. Nung binunot po ng sapilitan yung kanyang mga balbas. So in Isaiah 50 verse 6, sabi dito, pinabayaan ko silang bunutin ang aking balbas at luraan ang aking muka. Imagine that, hinayaan ng Lord na gawin yun ng mga tao sa Kanya, na-deform yung Kanyang muka, pumangit po yung Kanyang muka, and halos hindi na natin makilala si Jesus that time. But those blood that was shed sa Kanyang balbas na pinilit pong bunutin has restored our identity to Him. That now we are called children of God. Pang-apat po is the blood from His back, sa Kanyang likod po. In Isaiah 53:5, sabi dito, tayo ay gumaling dahil sa pahirap na tinding karamdaman ngayon. Diba? So wag po tayong mag-alala because through the blood that was shed sa likod na ating Panginoong Jesus, that blood restored our health. And that blood gave us healing. So, kung may mga karamdaman po tayo ngayon, why not declare it that, Lord, through your blood, I am healed. Panglima po is the blood from His hands. Nung time po na pinako siya doon sa krus. So, that time, nung pinako po si Jesus sa krus, yung unang inano sa kanya is yung kanyang mga kamay. So, we all know that our hands are prone to evil acts, diba? Ang daming ginagawang masasama ang ating mga kamay. But because of what Jesus had done on the cross, yung pong dumanang na dugo from His hands has redeemed us from those evil acts. And tinulungan po niya tayo, pinalitan niya po iyon ng mga good deeds or mga mabubuting gawa. And lastly po, yung blood sa kanyang mga paa. In Romans 10:15, sabi dito, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things. So kung maalala po natin, no, sa Book of Genesis, nagbigay ng sumpa ang ating Panginoon kay Adan nung pong sila ay nagkasala sa Garden of Eve. So, sabi doon ng Panginoon, ang sumpa niya every moment, He redeemed us from all of those paghihirap. And instead na tayo maghirap, sabi nga sa John 10, no, that He came to give us life and have it to the full. And have it to the full. So God has redeemed us to be fruitful and prosper wherever we go. So after all those restorations, after all those redemptions na ibinigay ng Panginoon sa ating buhay, this was the very time sinabi niya in John 19:30, it is finished. No? Na in Greek term nito, I know some of you know about this. In Greek term, ibig sabihin po is tetelestai. So, ang tetelestai, ginagamit po siya in accounting term, meaning po nun is the debt has been fully paid. Kapag naman po ginamit ito sa judgment or sa korte, sinasabi po ang word na tetelestai when the sentence is fully served. And sa military term naman po, ang word na tetelestai is ginagamit ng ibig sabihin po is the battle has been fully won. So, when Jesus said, tetelestai, it is finished, He meant three things. Una po doon is, our debt of sin has been fully paid. Pangalawa ho doon is that the sentence for our punishment, judgment because of our sins has been fully served. And the battle, pangatlo, the battle against our enemies, against the